What's up, Planeswalkers? Back for part 2. Turns out that there was, so far, on the first part, $58 worth of stuff. I did not count anything less than $1, even if it was playable, like Yavimaya Enchantress, or a couple of those ninjutsu ones were real close, according to TCG Player, at the very least. So, spent 40, got 58 so far. I didn't realize Talisman of Progress was $6 and change now. I thought it was like $1, so that's pretty sweet. So we are in the clear at this moment. We have our purchase price. Now, if we find more is obviously better. So let's keep our fingers crossed that there's some other good stuff in here. Mainly because I like good stuff. So I can keep these where they need to be so that you guys can see them too. Because I am not watching the screen while I go through this. I'm looking at the cards themselves. So since I have to kind of reach out away from myself a little bit, and I can't lean on the table like I would normally do, because when I do, it does that and makes people nauseous. I have to kind of brace my arms against my sides, and, you know, muscles, they get tired. And I start to pull stuff back toward my body. And when I do that, you guys can no longer see the things that I have pulled through. So, I'm going to try to be a better YouTuber. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be nice and let you see all the stuff, because that's kind of what you're watching the video for. It's not my sparkling personality, although it does sparkle. You know, shines bright like a diamond. Yeah. If you unsubscribe from me for that comment, I fully understand. No, I expect you to resubscribe, because that's just silly. But, yeah. La 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 la. Nothing any good. Alright. I'm sure some of these have value. I'm sure of it. But I just don't know which ones they are. I'm going to go through and I'm going to get some information. That one doesn't. And then I'm going to feel silly for not pulling some of the stuff like I did last time. And we will see, of course, at the end of the video, I'm going to go scan everything, literally everything in the TCG Player application, so that I can know what's worth keeping, what needs to find a new home, stuff like that. And I'll put the actual total in down there, comment section. But I won't know that now, because I have not gone through these yet. I find that it's a whole lot more fun, at least for me, when I watch YouTubers that do unboxings, like Booster Tutor. He's a great YouTuber. I enjoy watching him. I like to watch him because it's so pretty. He does it cold. He does it so that he can see the fun stuff that he's getting. I mean, he's looked at a couple of things, maybe, beforehand, just to make sure that it's worth his time. But after that, he's going in just the same as the rest of us. Unless the deal is just so good that he's like, yeah, screw it. I did not quite do that. I very much would have, if it had been 20, I'd have been ecstatic by what I've gotten so far. Since it's 40, I'm still hoping for something else, some other fun stuff, valuable thing that I can pull and have for my very own. But love those. I am not holding my breath. I love the duos. It's one of the these multicolor ones. I really want to build fun pauper decks that use them, because being able to play some of this stuff with a really, really crappy mana base, but it doesn't matter because it's or, not and. It's just better. Yep. I'm calling it now. There's absolutely no rares in here. These are all the commons and uncommons that they felt were bulk, which is why they were in the storage unit to begin with. So, yep. La la la. Lots of things that had value. I'm not familiar with the Zubera, because they got their own specific thing, and I think there's one of each different color that does different stuff. There was a guy I know that mentioned those from one time. He was building a modern deck or something around them. It seemed kind of iffy to me. All right. Definitely some fun cards in here. I don't know if they're valuable, but they're fun. All right. God, I mean, just the difference in the gold ones. It's just so very cool. It's one of the few things that I would like is if they went back to the old borders. I mean, the new borders are nice. They look really good. But something about those old borders, they're just so pretty. I know. Super exciting, isn't it? We're rapidly going through these super valuable cards, pulling out what little I can find. I am going to be building a red-black Goblin Commander deck at some point, just for the fun of it. Because as I've said before, and I will say again, goblins are awesome. And goblins are underrated. People don't understand how awesome goblins are. Alright. So, I gotta say, this is getting a little boring for me. I'm sure it's getting a little boring for you. So, I'm gonna pause this, see if I can get it to stay paused long enough for me to do a quick search, pull out the fun stuff, and show you the fun stuff, and we'll call it good. Come on, give me something fun to end this thing before I pause it. Nope, of course not. All right, I'm going to pause it. Be right back. All right, so this is what I've gotten out of the last row. Most of it was in the last little bit. So, got some cool stuff. Gonna talk about it real quick, and then I'll pause you again for the last row, and then we'll be able to be done with this thing, and I'll tell you what the value is at the end. Yeah. So, we have more ninjas. 6 of these. Pretty cool. Got a couple 3 Rakdos charms. Those spiked in value for a little while. Not sure if they still did. Still pretty cool. Judge Occurrence. No idea if it's any valuable, but it's super cool because you gain life from merfolk you control. I don't know, merfolk are the second best tribe. Some slivers, because I like slivers. Vandal Blast, Fear of Safety. I know those are valuable. Trickery is playable, not valuable. Ethereal Armor, I think, went up in value. If it doesn't, if it didn't, it should have gone up because it's pretty cool. So, alright. Pretty nice. Very cool. I'm going to pause you again. Catch you in just a moment. Alright, and we're done. I've gone through all of the cards. These are the ones that I think have, at minimum, interesting enough things that they might be valuable. Apparently, Sakura Tribe Scout is a thing that I needed 3 playsets of, because I had one, and I've got at least 2 more. So, that's a thing. Pretty cool. One thing that I liked, I really wished they had more of them. I love when an artist is given free reign to do all in a set. It's like when they had the same artist do the Runes of Protection, same artist did the Circles of Protection. It just feels better, you know? So I might have to go find the rest of those, because I got black and red. I obviously need the other 3, unless he did artifacts, and then I need 4. Don't know if it has any value or not. Got a couple of them. Thought they were almost opt. Boiling Seas. If it's not played in Commander, it should be because, you know, islands. Mainly because screw the blue player. Felwar Stone. You know, it's playable. Good stuff. Orochi Leafcaller. Again, not sure if it's valuable or not. I got a couple of Gem of Becomings. It seemed familiar to me, but it might be familiar just because, you know, Nicol Bolas. 1 Farseek, which was over $1. I don't think it is anymore. Wood Elves. Sakura Tribe Scouts. Wood Elves. Another one of those. Sakura Tribe Scout. I don't know, but there's some cool looking rat ladies, or dudes, or whatever. Super cool. Rat ninjas. Human Ninja. Walker of Secret Ways. Another one of those. And a Throat Slitter. So, that's what I got. Thanks for bearing with me and putting up with almost 45 minutes of content. So, in the comments, make sure that you comment anything that you saw that I missed on the stuff when I was going through it. In the description down below, I will make sure to include the end total, what the value was, and other cards of note that I might have missed. So, thank you, Planeswalkers, for watching. Tune in next time for the next time I spend a bunch of money on cards that may or may not be good.